Okay. Are we live? I'm guessing so. It looks like it. Here we go. This time we're trying to do everything a little bit faster than usual. I got stuff to do, but yeah, I wouldn't want to, well, not making love for too long. Okay, let me plunk this down in a place where I can talk. Okay, I don't know if you can see it right here. Hopefully not. I have to be extremely close to the mic because yeah, it's a very cheap one. I cannot raise anything. It's just bad. It didn't cost much, so it's not really a problem. But yeah, I have to keep my head tilted at all times. Anyway, in a second we're just starting. I have to see in the live what you can see, and then we can go ahead. Now, drone will be around here. Where's my hand? Okay, okay, okay. Oh, most of it's there. Okay, here we go. I have a different pencil than usual. My sister used, well, the table where I do this kind of stuff, and yeah, there's stuff everywhere. But yeah, for now it's fine. Anyway, okay, need a picture. Okay, right here. Of course, every time I just don't write it in the chat or in the title or anything like that. I always forget to say, yeah, we're doing Wonder Woman, where we're doing Gal Gadot. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I have no idea. I'm sorry about that. If anybody get offended by that, but hopefully not. But anyway, I have an excuse, I guess. It's more British people that are just allowed to say whatever they want. Is it a meme just here that English people just butcher names? I'm guessing. I have no idea. Anyway, okay. Yeah, the live is not showing me anything, so I don't know if any people are. Well, usually there we don't have that many people that just have a chat going. Usually, well, depends on what somebody does. If this is something that people want to see, they will come by. I guess. I hope. Anyway, this is a character. Oh, I like the movie. I don't know if you've seen it. It's just a talk to myself for people that might come in and say, "Okay, no, this guy's talking." That's what I usually do because well, people don't watch it afterwards. I have well, some people during the live, but people coming in afterwards looking at it. I don't know what is. Is it just because there's not that many people in, and maybe go like, okay, maybe it's going to be boring. Not sure, not sure. Because the perceived thing from people is okay, nobody is in the chat, nobody's here, this guy's bad. And that's a bias that I also have. It's like, okay, I have to search something online. Let's say, I don't know, a tutorial. I have a plugin, plumbing, plum, my god. I have a problem with the electric system. And okay, I have to change a port. I don't know, something like that. If there's a video on YouTube of a person that has like 13 views, yeah, I'm probably not going to watch it. It's not because that guy doesn't know what he's doing. It's just a bias that people have. So yeah, hopefully we can get people in and we're gonna have a good time. If I can, what I usually would like to do is having at least an hour of stream a day. So yeah, and there is some for everybody. It's not just well, this is DC stuff, of course, Wonder Woman. But yeah, if it is, we have Marvel stuff, uh, anime, manga, all the kind of stuff. I've done it was not in a live. It was a short that I did a few weeks ago. It was about Izuku Midoriya, and yeah, it was j- just before I started doing the live. So well, the recording is there, but just the uploading it with listen to me cough sometimes. It's probably not that interesting. Anyway, we also have that kind of stuff. And I was thinking, I don't know, maybe doing if people suggest stuff, I'm just willing to do those kind of things. There was this guy that is probably is the one person that is in the chat that yeah is always here saying, okay, no, you got a collection of that? Would you make a live about it? I did, and yeah, I had the usual normal amount of people, so like a couple of people in the live, and yeah, that's well, so we spent a couple of hours together. It's just fine. It's just fun. I had to. I talked about something that I haven't been talking about in a while. It was a live about Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't have a big collection because yeah, I've been playing semi competitively, so I have a few cards there. And like not worth much, but they're good cards. Like well, it's not the time and it's not the live to talk about these kind of things. But yeah, it's just to get the point, to give people the point. Anyway, hopefully, we can get this in a good place. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, well, the face is basically there. Well, it's a little bit wide. Yeah, right here. This has to change. She has a pretty high, yeah, this. I have no idea how this is called. The, the part right underneath the eye. Anyway, yeah, like this is just a little bit more relaxed if I'm not talking to anyone and I'm doing it faster. Uh, does that kill the purpose of doing it in a live? Maybe. Well, probably the answer is yes. Because, yeah, you would do a live so you have people to talk about, to talk with, and talk about stuff. But you do what you gotta do, I guess. That's. This stuff is strange. How the hell? I'm trying to figure out this. Well, the height is the same, so. Is it something? Hmm. Well, it's not complicated. Yeah, it's a little bit strange to figure out, I guess. Okay. Just giving an old try. Like, yeah, can you do it? I have no idea. Will I? Yeah. Hello, Dutse. How's it going? We went back to drawing stuff. Well, sometimes you have to. This is, well, usually what my channel is about. People have been driven in by that, so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out this diadem. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Is it possible that is not the same on one side on the other? Or maybe it's the hair that is on top and being black just gives you a strange perspective on top of it. It's maybe that. Well, it's most likely that. Yeah, yeah. You got that right. You got that right. Yeah, we have I'm doing completely fine. I'm happy that you're doing good also because sometimes people ask questions that they just don't know and they have a well they do it in the best of regards, I guess. Like sometimes I meet people on the street and they're like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? How's your grandpa?" Every time it's like, "Yeah, yeah, it's been a few years." And also some are very old people, so every time that I meet them, they ask about it. So yeah, hopefully I didn't do that kind of stuff today. Or if anybody else is coming in, yeah, it's strange to ask those things. Okay, I just go down rabbit holes, talk about random stuff. That's probably what streaming is all about. Just being able to talk and talk and talk and going on about it. I'm guessing. Well, and also doing something that is interesting because I believe I can just make a live pointing at the wall and talk for 5 hours. I can just go on about anything, just keep going. But it wouldn't be entertaining, would it? But I don't know. I don't know what you're seeing. Ooh, you're not seeing it that well. Let me see if I can refocus the camera because yeah, it's not as good as I'm seeing it. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got the problem. Okay, we it should start to be better, I guess. Let me. Okay, it didn't work. Let me adjust the light. Stuff. Stupid stuff. Come on. Okay, let's see what you can see. I have the light right on my eye. Okay, should be a little bit better. Okay, well, I should talk about Wonder Woman. That's for sure. Okay, now they have been changing the story about Wonder Woman a couple of times, and also about the island where they live. I believe he has been called like that forever. Themyscira. He had was maybe called Paradise first. Was something like that, something strange. But yeah, that hasn't changed a lot. What has changed is the origin story. So at the beginning, it was sad uh, that Wonder Woman was born from clay. That she was modeled from Zeus, right? And since Rebirth, or I believe it was Rebirth, that it was uh, the last reset that has been happening, or at this point is like 6 or 7 years ago, I believe. They rebooted the whole DC apart. Well, they did it another, well, probably, well, I don't remember how long ago. The New 52. So they kept tweaking. They kept the characters that they liked. Yeah, and and then they changed what well people didn't like, or they wanted to go in some stories keeping some. They wanted back some characters, that kind of stuff. All depending on popularity. It doesn't have any other reason apart. Well, one argument could be uh, that yeah, coming into a story, if it has been going for 10 years, it's harder because you should have read everything and would scare new people out. So what they did, they rebooted everything. They kept that, well, Diana believed, I guess, or was told that she was molded on clay, but yeah, they made it closer to the actual story of the Amazons. That was like they would catch. Well, there were people going on boats around the sea. They would see these beautiful women, and yeah, they would capture them, make babies with them, and then killing them. So they changed the story of the clay into, yeah, she was told that, but um, she then was born from Zeus normally. Like her mom and Zeus did the dirty deeds, I guess we can say. Yeah, it's the kind of thing that like on YouTube, maybe people shouldn't be talking about it. Like I don't know. The problem is like every single video that I post gets age restricted, and I have to send an email to YouTube. It's just I don't know. I don't want these stuff to get because well, it doesn't get sent to people if you're not 18 or older. Anyway, apart from that stuff, um, let's go back to Wonder Woman. Okay, so yeah, she was not actually born from clay, but they kept the fact that she was stole it for other characters that just changed what happened. And yeah, she has been going through many things. I don't know if you have seen the movie. Yeah, that's basically a Wonder Woman story. Well, a little bit flashed over because yeah, there's like World War I, well, World War II actually. They changed the story to take place in the movie. I'm saying in World War II, instead of being World War II, was World War I. Because well, Captain America uh, was in that time period, and they did not want it, they didn't want it to be too connected to each other, like being in the same period. Maybe somebody would just go like, no, yeah, I already seen a superhero movie taking place during World War II. I'm done with it. So they changed to World War I because she would actually meet the guy. My God, the actor is Chris Pine. I don't remember the name of the dude in the movie though. Anyway, what happens is, yeah, that's a that's an actual character. They didn't invent it for the movie, and yeah, he had a story with Wonder Woman, and then they all, well, depending on what happened, like the '80s TV show, what they did is like they kept the same actor, and they said, "Oh no, it's his grandson," just randomly, because it creates a problem. Because if you start with the origin story, it's 100 years ago. Well, at this point, a little bit more than 100 years ago. So you would just have those problems. Okay, it depends on the story and mostly on what they want to tell. But yeah, she's just young forever. Basically, she's a demigod. Don't know if you know anything about the Greek mythology. What happens is, well, I don't, and I'm not completely sure. Linda Carter. Yeah. Anyway, um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Greek mythology is like, um, if you are the son of a god, you're not immortal. You could die. Well, you could die anyway, but um, yeah, the one I was talking about, yeah, Linda Carter. I've never seen it for real. I've just heard talking about it, but I knew those facts. Anyway, um, if you were the son, I don't know. Have you seen the movie? What was it? Troy. It's just to give a reference if you don't know the story. Achilles, his mother was a god, and what happened was she dipped him into a river that would grant him immortality, and so she became immortal. I don't know what kind of so he became immortal apart from the ankle, because she held him up from the ankle to dip him into the river, so he could be killed if he was hit there. Now, and there are so many things, so many ways in ancient Greece where it was like given to demigods the chance to become immortal. Like Hercules had to go through, and it's also a character in DC. Hercules, well, the actual Hercules, and yeah, he had to pass the 12 missions, what do you ever want to call them, the quest, well, whatever they are, and then he was given immortality. So what I believe happened, and I'm not sure, I went to down this tangent just because I'm not sure 100%, is that yeah, she maybe went through some of those trials, or she was just given it because she was the daughter of Zeus. Because yeah, maybe people in America when she was invented back then didn't really know the stories, but I'm sure 100% that at some point her background has been changed in one of these things. That's probably that's if you have to guess, that's probably where you will go. Anyway, uh, I have not read that many interesting stories about Wonder Woman. I don't know. She never. Well, I know many few things. Well, many few things is not something that you can say. Anyway, yeah, I know many things about it because I just get informed apart from the story that I've read to make these lives, so that I have something to say about the characters. And yeah, mostly of the stuff that I searched online I already knew. She's a very interesting character. Uh, and well, I'm sorry what happened in the movies, because the first one was pretty good. I liked it, but everything that came afterwards just messed up the characters. Now we were gonna talk about those because the movies I've seen them pretty recently. Yeah, in the first Wonder Woman movie, uh, okay, that happened after some other stuff. The lasso, I believe she was given that. Uh, the the problem with the weapons is that, and also the sword has changed like 15 different stories about it. Um, yeah, I'll search for it. Probably the lasso of truth. Because yeah, they have changed the origin of the stuff many times, and I believe talking about the sword right now is just a normal sword, but it used to have magic powers. So yeah, just have a look fast. Okay, the loss of truth, primal tool on weapons, a magical golden layer force, anyone captured with it. Okay, okay, I know what that does. You have to tell the truth, and you should not be able to get out of it. That's something that I skimmed over in the movies. You cannot escape it. Yeah, okay. I believe the actual story, and okay, the first story is just it was created in Themyscira, so that's what I thought. But the post-crisis on Infinite Earths, um, well, it changed everything, and now it has been done. Okay, yeah, it was forged by a god, unbreakable, immutable, indestructible. Okay, okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's just a normal story. There's nothing behind it. Yep, I was 90% sure, but yeah. And they did not change it recently. Crisis on Infinite Earths is a pretty old story at this point. So yeah, probably was just something that you didn't know, that it was nothing special. A god created it, but yeah, it wasn't given to her for strange reasons, I guess. It's but at that, but I guess that's a normal. And yeah, if you bind by the laws of truth, you shouldn't be able to get out of it. Like she ropes you around, you shouldn't be able to escape it. But I don't know if in the movies anything happens about it, but I don't believe so. Anyway, I was saying about about the movies. So what I did not like about the movies is that yeah, they changed a few things. They retcon a lot of stuff, and yeah, the character suffered a lot for it. Like in the first movie, fine, you get the scene, the super cool scene where she goes with a shield against a rifle, right? I'm saying, oh god, okay, she's so brave, she's whatever. And then you watch Justice League, and she get a headbutt at full strength, I guess, from Superman. And you're like, okay, so a bullet is never going to do anything to her, so she could have just walked, like, strolling around. And so that, yeah, if you think about those kind of things, just, yeah, you look at it and it's like, okay, it's a cool scene, but it doesn't make sense anymore. That's what I think. And also, you can just think that they're not connected anymore, and that's what is actually going to happen. They won't be connected anymore because of, well, the Snyder Cut did well, kind of well, but yeah, probably doesn't warrant the making of the Snyderverse just because, yeah, they probably gained money off of it, but they did not really do it because yeah, people signed up to the app. That's something that needed to start up the app, the the HBO Max, however that's called. But the problem is, how much money did you get from that? It's like a movie like Wonder Woman made. I don't know. I don't remember the exact number. Okay, let's take another number that I know. Um, Joker. Joker made $1 billion with the app, the the service. You're not gaining $1 billion because of that movie, so that doesn't warrant you making a new one. So I don't know what's going to happen. Wonder Woman in those movies was just retcon out of stuff. Like, and the problem happened also in Wonder Woman 89. I don't know if you've seen the movie, um, but what happens, like, in the end of the movie, at the end of the movie, she learns how to fly. But yeah, in all the other things, she's shown that she doesn't know how to. So you're left to believe that between 1989 and when Batman versus Superman happened, she forgot. And you're like, okay, no, this does not make any sense. And so, yeah, those little details and things that maybe from director to director, um, they did not tell each other about or was not part of the story before, and then it became a part of the story, creates those kind of problems. That's probably why the Marvel movies are just better in that sense. They're like a continuation story, continuous story. Now, the thing is, they also have mistakes, and that's fine. But DC has like 5 movies. Can you please do consistent story in 5 movies? And, but that's probably asking too much. I don't believe they can at this point. But yeah, people liked Gal Gadot, so she's gonna stay as Wonder Woman, and I'm happy about it. As uh, Jason Momoa as Aquaman is gonna stay. She she's good. He's good. The movie did great, and I don't know if where other people leave, uh, Aquaman was on Netflix, but it just came here on Netflix, so I watched it actually a couple times. I like the movie a lot. Uh, the problem that I have with movies like the establishing shots, like when it goes underwater and stuff. Okay, it's visually interesting, but I don't care. I don't really care about any of that. So I probably skipped half an hour of the movie. It's a 2 hour and a half movie, so it's a pretty long one. But I had to skip half an hour at least. I like those shots. Not gonna watch them. Anyway, I believe when I started talking maybe 6 minutes ago, I was talking about the lasso truth, I guess. Anyway, let's go back. I don't know. Uh, like half an hour ago, I maybe had an idea about talking about something, but I don't remember right now. So if you leave me, I'll start choosing the colors that I want to use. Anyway, she's a pretty interesting character, and the whole Justice League is just cool. The problem is the movie. The problem is the movie because they were about to have something. Is that you have to establish the character first, and that's probably the biggest problem that they had there. Okay. I guess so. I it's a movie that made money, so they're going ahead, no problem. Well, it's probably going to be pushed a little bit away because of Wonder Woman 84. Uh, they probably thought that it was going to do a little bit better, and it didn't. Well, it probably did. I'm not sure. It's just not a good movie as the first one. It probably did as much money. I'm not sure. But if people are keeping track of it, and right now you just go online and search hashtags, so maybe they know what people think about the movie. It's like people didn't like it. The story didn't make that much sense. There were a couple of things that were just embarrassing. So, yeah, hopefully they've learned their lessons, and Aquaman, the next part, will be awesome. Hopefully. Well, the director, yeah, I like his the combat. The combat is pretty good. It's like I don't know if you have seen the movie. At the beginning there is like a continuous shot of the matter of Aquaman killing people. Okay, so it's not a corporate decision. It's like there's something with the people in. Okay, no, I did not know about. Oh, yeah, I know about it. It's the Johnny Depp stuff. Yeah, yeah, I don't know how that's gonna end. I didn't think about it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I did not think about it. Okay, that's probably going to be a problem. Yeah, because um, if I remember correctly, I'm not sure, but I didn't follow it that much. But I know that Johnny Depp got well went to court because his fiancée, I guess, I don't know if they were married, wanted to. She said that he beat her up or did something like that. Anyway, because I don't know the actual terms in English for this kind of disputes, so I'm just trying to keep it low as possible. Like there were some stuff inside the house, and so but and so he was just fired from all the project that he was in, and then the controversy just went around, went on her. So I don't know what's going to happen. And this is probably the most polite thing they will hear about this. Because I don't know. If other people want to go in details, I don't want to. I don't like to get sued. That's something that I can say I actually like. Because I don't know many things. I don't know the people involved, and Yeah, unless a judge tomorrow says, okay, this person of the two was right, then I can start talking about it. It's like, okay, it was decided, this guy was right, the other guy was not right. Well, it's also not something that I would like to talk about just to talk about it. But if it comes into conversation, I will be just a little bit relieved from the fact that a decision has been made. So, so with that, I'm just yeah, I know what happened, kinda, kinda, because if people actually knew what happened for real, I guess the judge would have already decided. I guess I don't know if that is already over. I'm not sure. And she was the girl that was playing Mira, that in many versions of the story is the wife of Aquaman, and they rule the sea together. And in many stories, the more interesting story about Aquaman, he's the king of the sea, and he's talking about like in Injustice. I think well, it's not in there for much, but it's very interesting. Like Batman took control of the world, right? And that's on the first few pages, so I just say it without spoiler warning. And he goes to Wonder Woman, just to keep in the theme of the episode, and he tells him, okay, if Clark needs any help, just call me. Uh, I've been taking care of the sea, and that's I can help him with that. That's that's something interesting about Aquaman, and in a story where he's not really there, he's there for a few parts, just beating up people. I was like, okay, I want to see that. So if they're going to maybe put in a movie that is, I don't know, a little bit further in the future, I want to see that part of Aquaman be explored a bit more. As I want to see Diana live in the, I don't want to call it puberty, but it's kind of like that. She has problem home. She has problem being with people. She has, I don't know. To see some crossover like Aquaman with Neymar. That's if they do crossovers, that is going to be the last one they will ever do. Well, now that I have Jason Momoa, that's probably they took that guy because he's pretty cool, and so maybe. But if you ask me a couple of years ago, well, before the movie came out, I'm not sure when that happened. And like, Aquaman versus Namor, okay, that's fine. Never gonna happen. This point depends. It depends on who they take as Namor, and then if Disney buys everybody in the planet, we're probably going to see it. Well, not for now. But it also depends, because Fox made agreements with Disney to use characters, so maybe they could make a film together. Well, it depends on because the problem is the money. Because okay, let's say they make a $300 million movie. It's like okay, I'm paying a part, you're paying a part. The problem is with the gross, because okay, let's say that the movie makes $1 billion, right? Disney will want more money off of it because they're like, okay, we are the company that makes uh, more money with the movies, so we want 60%. And then Warner Brothers would be like, no, no, dude, we want 60%, and they will not make the movie. That's a possibility. I mean, it's all about money, really, because well, there's not really a problem why they couldn't do it. They simply could have. Well, they've done it in the comics before, so there's not really like people going, "Oh no, my God, what are you doing?" It's like it has been happening for decades, so you can do it no problem. The problem is splitting the profits between the two companies. Well, no, yeah, two companies, because I'm referring to Warner Brothers as they don't own DC, it's a father company that owns both of them. I think. Well, maybe it's and the Warner Brothers, and that's okay. But there is a father company, so it's probably the rights are into that. And I don't even know what the father company is called. I'm not really sure. Or mother company? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. People shit. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, that's something that I would absolutely want to see. I would love to see that. But there were interesting stories. Um, the mixed universe where there were like two characters in one. That would be interesting. But also putting together two characters will be interesting. Like having a story, I don't know, Batman and I don't know. But at this point, don't they were Tony Stark? It's like having this story about them and like Batman doing everything by himself and then having to learn from Tony Stark is like, oh, and having the super suit being like the one from Iron Man, and was like, oh, you want the blueprints? And Batman was like, no, no, I got it already, and he comes up with the super suit. That would be like some interesting interactions that I would like to see. I don't know how likely that's going to happen, but yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, and also we already have. I was thinking about an in-universe way to be able to do those kind of things. We have the Flash in the DC universe. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He might jump into another universe and not a parallel one, just another universe where there are no DC characters and it's a Marvel. And you can just have a story start from there. Now, now they have a lot of technology in after Infinity War, so yeah, they will also be able to come back. Exactly, exactly. But I would like to see the difference. The difference being in the fact that Batman has all these plans and all those kind of things. Like, okay, we have the same base, like super smart, super rich, and everything like that. But the difference between the characters, I think it will be pretty interesting movie. I believe. Apart from the fact they're both rich and techies, it's like yeah. But playing on the differences, for me, would be probably a very interesting movie. Well, they would have to pay Robert Downey Jr.'s like 60 millions to do it, but that's fine. I do remember if that's a real news as I just heard it. But for the last movie, he was paid 50 millions, and that's a lot. That's a lot. If they want it back, that's a ton of cash, I guess. Yep. Now I'm just drawing a little bit randomly here. What time is it? Okay, it's 4 o'clock. I still have I still have a little bit of time, no problem. We can finish this. Hopefully. Now, let me zoom in. I want to see these eyes. Okay. It looks like they were black, but okay. Then I'm thinking about because you can just put together the similar characters like Batman and Iron Man, Captain America, and Superman that basically have the same moral compass. But yeah, those are not the only one. You can make also likely companions for whatever reason they might be stranded for in places. Anything could happen. So that's something that I would like to see. And a story like that is coming out, the What Ifs. series from Marvel, they could make also a TV show. The problem is the actors. I don't know. Maybe they cost too much. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, they got the Winter Soldier guy and the Falcon guy to be in the TV show, so they're probably going to pay enough for the actors to come in, and yeah, have a series like where these people come in. You maybe have the first episode where you make the setup with, I don't know, the Flash going into the Marvel universe, and I don't know, Professor Hulk helping him out, and then there is a mess, and so you have like 12 episodes, however short it would be, 12, 13, I don't care. The more the better, I guess. Episodes of, yeah, these kind of things. I would like it. I don't know what you think about it, but that would be very interesting. But it's probably going to be something in the far future, as far as I'm concerned. I will believe it would happen in a few years. It all depends on the companies and who is on charge and what they think about it. I mean, look at the mess that I did for Spider-Man. I don't remember. Uh, no, it was with Fox that it was. Okay, no, I'm sorry. Spider-Man is with Sony, not Fox. I'm sorry. With Fox, they had a problem. Well, then Disney bought them, so it's not a problem anymore. Um, they wanted some characters, and they said, okay, no, you can take this character, but we want that back as a trade-in, basically. But yeah, Fox didn't want it. So that created a problem with the Guardian of the Galaxy movie. But then it was solved. They managed to figure out a way. But it's not easy. It depends on who you're talking about, if the company is gonna gain from it or it's not. So we will see. We will see. If a company comes out like, I don't know, Apple decide, okay, I want to buy every single person that has ever made a movie, probably we're going to see those kind of things. It's not going to happen, but yeah, hopefully something will come out of it. Okay. And yeah, I'll need to get water in a second. Yeah, in just a little bit I'll be leaving at least a few minutes to get a little bit of water and maybe going to the bathroom. I don't know how long I've been here, but yeah, probably not that long, but yeah, I had a coffee before, and yeah, I will need to go to the bathroom. And it's also very hot. I don't know um, where you live, but here it's just yesterday was cold as hell, and then we got super hot. It's like 20 degrees outside. Well, for now it's hot, but we didn't get notice. A notice, as people say here, is like, yeah, it becomes hot. We get maybe to 30, 32 sometimes in July or August. But if you pass from like 13 and 14 degrees, I'm talking Celsius, and then you get to 20 like right away, and in the day there's like 6 degrees difference, you notice it. But if you go slowly, like you get to 20, the next day 21, then 22, and then it gets really hot, going like that. That's not bad. You get adjusted to it. That what I was meaning to say. Okay, I should make this all darker. Yeah, they choose a strange diadem. I mean, not the style, but the color. I believe it's a little bit strange. Okay, yeah, these I'll be passing through to blend it in to make it a little bit of a color correction. Okay, maybe leave it like that. Ooh, oh no, I just thought about something. I have to go into one place, but then I have a commission to do. Well, that one is nothing very interesting. As well, some stuff that I have to do. Well, it was lucky. That was like, and they asked me, okay, you want to draw that? I was like, oh, sure. I'm in. But I don't believe it's something that I can disclose right now. So, yeah, I have to do that job later by myself. Okay, I need colors. Is the a bit too pink, isn't it? I have a very big problem drawing lips. It's the colors. The I make it too red. So I'm trying to give it underneath a pink, a light pink, and then go with the red so it makes it a little less heavy. Hopefully. Hopefully. It's a little better, I guess. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, it's not helping out a lot, is it? Yeah. Yeah, the lips are my Achilles heel since we talked about him before. Yeah, not the best I've done. Using 13. I'm not sure if I already asked about this before. Tortillon? What's that? Tortillon. Torti. I'll search for it. Tortillon. What the hell is that? Ooh, those things. Okay. No, I'm not using those. Uh, because well, if I had the slimmer fingers, it would have been better. I don't because I have extremely warm hands that work better. They actually work better to blend in the colors. Well, if you have to do something big, of course you're going to use that. But yeah, with with warm hands, it's just a little bit easier to blend in colors. And also, this one is not very expensive, so just rubbing them with that thing, it just doesn't help that much. But with the heat and well, a little bit of sweat that you have on the fingers, yeah, it helps out. It helps out. And no, you did not ask before. I think. Well, I basically just talk to you when I do this live, so yeah, I'm pretty sure you did not. Okay, before doing the hair, I would just go ahead and do the other parts first. Well, I'm giving it an outline because, of course, but whoop. Okay, we'll do the neck and the clothes, and then we're fine. Yeah, I'm looking at what you can see on the screen. What the hell? No, okay, no. It's the screen that is dirty. Okay. Oh, okay. I was about to miss that by a mile. I took a yellow instead of the pink that I use for the skin. I would also have to buy a little bit more of a pink because it helps out with the shading. I'm basically doing the base with just one color and then go directly into the shades. Yeah, that's something to be that I should be working toward at some point. Okay. Oh, well, let me take out the pictures because until now I've been doing it without it. But I want to see how the shade falls. That's pretty important. Knowing where the shades are because unless you would do something very strange. It just wouldn't make sense looking at it. But if you know exactly what everything is, it's a little bit easier, isn't it? Okay. And I've seen. I mean, well, let me have a look at this. Okay. We have been online for 1 hour. Okay, okay. That's fine. I wanted to be faster, but I couldn't. I guess that's fine. In the grand scheme of things, that doesn't really change anything. Because, yeah, I would have to spend time doing this anything. Anyway. Where is... Okay, here we go. I have, like, to use 15 tabs to do things. So it's just... Yeah. Because I have the recording system. I have to look at the chat. I have to look at the page where it's get recorded, and I have to look how that comes out, how you receive it. They have the phone that is there. Okay, here I'm just giving a base because there's many lines and stuff over, and I'll put them on top of this, so it will be a little bit easier for me to then go ahead without having to go with the lighter color over the darker one, because sometimes it just doesn't happen or spreads the black or brown in a place that I don't want it to. So that's something that happens. Okay. Oh god. Okay, that goes. Shoot. Okay. No, goes something like this, and then right. It's a little bit complicated. Okay. This goes down right here and emits here. Okay. Yeah, I'll remove a line just to make it a little bit simpler. Okay, and then we go down like this. Okay. Huh. That's an actually interesting question. Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't dislike Gal Gadot. I believe she's a very beautiful woman. But her accent is just, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Because I believe, yeah, she looks like the character a lot. And I believe she was an extremely good choice. And the actors from the past, I like Linda Carter. She played a very different Wonder Woman. Like back in the day, everything was a little bit different, and also the most serious things were just strange. So I wouldn't know how to, uh, yeah, like those two, for example, just how to compare them. I don't know. And there was also one in 2000. They tried to make they made just a pilot. I didn't like it. 2004, 2005. Don't remember who did that though. Who was the actress? Anyway, I don't remember. I'm not sure. But yeah, I would just say Gal Gadot for, well, unless the movies goes to crap. If the movies just go in the worst way possible, I would just go back to Linda Carter, I guess. And I'm for sure missing someone. I'm thinking like, oh my god, why did not think about her? I don't know, because there were not that many incarnation of the character, so just they weren't. So Yeah, I don't know if that's a very comprehensive answer, or yeah, I was just jumped on and off of the question, just adding stuff. That's something that I usually do. But yeah, well, and you cannot deny that Linda Carter used to be a very attractive woman too. Yep. But I don't know. I don't know. Well, you shouldn't judge a character by their looks. That's for sure. But yeah, for the likeness of Wonder Woman, probably Gal Gadot. Yeah, probably. I don't know. That's my final decision. Everybody else in the planet has to change their ideas to follow mine. I don't know. Sometimes I just say stuff. They become funny because I talk with a normal voice. They just sometimes I just go up like crazy. People find it funny. How about the animated version of Wonder Woman? How do you feel about that? That's something I cannot judge because with many things, I did not watch it in English, in the original language it was made in. So yeah, I would be biased with the people that we have here because we have extremely good teams that do these kind of things. Also, something like manga, animes, and stuff like that. We have extremely good people. They're like they're extremely great. They're also well because like we don't have the difference between like the the people, the studios or whatever you want to call them, that make movies and then that make those things. We basically have the same people, so they're pretty good. Then they translate almost everything. So yeah, I would say that is great. But your mileage may vary because we maybe had someone extremely good, or I don't know. It maybe was by someone strange and I thought it was bad. So I don't know. But yeah, for DC stuff, animated series, it's probably the best representation apart from the comic. Just for the fact that, yeah, that there's stories represented from the comics and not just people vision of those stories. Like uh, Batman versus Superman. That story is like a ton of stories together. There's Batman Returns, well, Dawn of Justice. Is it was it the name of the comic? I think I don't know. Anyway, the death of Superman, and no, it was in Batman Returns that he was that they beat each other up, and then death of Superman. That was in the 90s, I think. That's an interesting story. But yeah, it was yeah through the lenses of Zack Snyder, and yeah, if they made an animated version more close to the original, was probably going to be better. I don't know. That's probably I don't know. People can argue about that. Maybe I don't know. You like the visuals of Snyder? I cannot deny that. You must say, okay, no. Went to see a fresh take on it. Okay, that's fine. I guess. I'm not like a super fan of any of them. I'm like I watch them, and if I like it, I like it. Doesn't matter who made it, how they made it, if it's cheap, if it's expensive. It just is it good? Is it not? That's that's the only thing I do care about. So that's my train of thoughts when I go into those kind of movies. And yeah, the story is not that interesting. And like BVS, they could have done a little bit better. Not like the kind of guy that goes, "Oh, I did not like the Martha thing. What did he say, Martha? I don't care. Everybody has to find a way. Was that a good way to represent that Batman found out the humanity of Superman? Absolutely not. Did it do its purpose? Yes, I guess. You know, people that defend that scene and people that are against that scene, it's like it's not the scene in itself. It's like Batman could have reached that conclusion in 1,000 different ways. He didn't really have to do that, but it's also that's the way it was chosen to be made, that decision, and and that train of thought, that decision, that realization had to be made at some point. And so I'm like, okay, they chose that stuff. Okay. I usually go down that route without having to argue with people on the internet. Because there has been many people done wrong, many people, many things done right. Like the first scene of BVS, I loved it. I believe it's the first scene. It's the first Batman scene, that's for sure. Uh, where Bruce Wayne is just goes into the rebel, saving that kid. I like that scene. That represent that Batman has 15 balls. There is danger. There is stuff coming down. He doesn't care. He has to save people. That's what he wants to do. The problem is then when he goes to kill people. That is not a good representation. For that, I can say, yeah, that's not something that I like a lot. Because Batman is somebody that is incorruptible. So saying that he has changed because of Superman is like is something stupid. I mean, with everything that happened to him, the arrival, and that is said by Alfred, is like the arrival of Batman put him the of Superman, sending him on a strange way. Like he doesn't like it. Like yeah, that's fine. All the stuff about what if there's 1% chance. Okay, but you have to show me that he. Ooh, very okay. Nice questions. Uh, I was going through my ramblings about this kind of stuff. Anyway, my favorite characters in the DC universe. Constantine, and I believe you already asked me that. Yeah, it's Constantine for sure. More magic, uh, big, bigger scopes, yeah, and Batman. Batman is very interesting, but they're often together. When something just when shit goes down, those are the people that are around trying to solve it. Or Constantine is the one that caused it. That's usually what happens. And you've probably seen the movie, not even knowing that it was a Constantine movie. The one with Keanu Reeves. I believe he's called Constantine. I'm not sure because that guy is usually a blonde guy, and yeah, in the movie is Keanu Reeves. I'll search for it if it's actually called Constantine. Oop, Constantine. How the heck do you write Keanu? I don't know. I can write Reeves though. Okay. Oh, okay. I misspelled just by one letter. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's on Netflix. At least here is on Netflix. Film from 2005, Constantine, with Keanu Reeves. It's not a good movie, but there's Ken Reeves and Constantine in it, so I'll watch it again, no problem. Speaking of Superman, I only watched only first episode of Superman. Oh, I stole like it. Sorry, I did not watch that yet. Uh, I've heard people talking about the series. Has been stopped for quite a long time. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Yeah, it's probably because you are not attached to that Superman. It's like, well, we are not attached to any Superman apart from the Christopher Reeves one. And we're like, okay, no, I remember fondly that Superman, but any other Superman, we're like, yeah, I like Cavill, but yeah, I was like, he was in a couple of movies and in one died, so how attached can you be to that character? Anyway, uh, that's probably something that I would have done like 4 or 5 years in the future. It's like we have a couple of different Superman, different stories, um, and different actors in the movies. I was like, okay, this is Earth 4 Superman, and you could probably also change the characters. Not that Henry Cavill wouldn't do TV shows because he's in The Witcher. So yeah, you probably could have taken him, maybe from another universe, and keep using Henry Cavill so that people know who he is and be more interesting. So I don't know. Well, I don't even know who the character is. Well, who the actor is in that story. I just heard people talking about it because it has been um, something that was going to happen for years. Superman, Clark and Lois, however it was, it's called right now. So I don't know. Come on. How long is it? Is it like 22 minutes or a 44, 45? Because yeah, as soon as I get the chance to watch it, I don't know. I would just if it's a 22 minutes episode, I would just okay. I'll watch 3 or 4, and then I can decide what I want to do with it, if I want to keep watching it or not. But if it's a 45 minutes and you tell me that the first episode is bad, I can just skip it. Maybe watch something like from the second or third if anything starts to happen, and if not, I just feck it. Not going to watch it. Okay. And as always, I forgot to color in the ear. Happens every single time. Okay, here we go. A little bit of a shade. Okay, because I have to go. My sister came in before. I don't know if you notice it. I shut up for a little bit. And I have to go in a little bit. Well, this is basically done. I can still just make a little bit better the hair, but apart from that, it's basically done. And also, well, it's not full in camera though. Let me just, yeah, it's too close. I made it too big this time because I've done the part underneath too. Let's see, because it's like 30 seconds behind, so I cannot see what you're watching. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm moving it. No, I'm still. Oh my God, I'm still coloring the ear in live. Wow, or is it just me? I don't know. Okay, okay. Now you can see the bottom here. Okay, okay, pretty good. Yes, finally. Ah, okay, you saw that on TV. Okay, well, that's fine. Um, now we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because I'll probably watch it anyway, and at some point, I should write on the title what I'm going to talk about in during the drawing, because well, yeah, I should prepare maybe. Okay, I'll make a cyborg, and then I'll prepare a couple of stories and stuff like that, just to keep it up a little bit more entertaining. Because we jumped from Marvel to DC to other stuff during this live. So yeah, maybe people will like it more. I don't know. Anyway, I want to thank you, like always, for staying here with me. You're great. You're great, Duty. You're great. And yeah, I'll believe in everything right here. And yeah, thank you for everybody that has been here because we have a time of 1 hour and 10 minutes of average. So everybody who has been here all the time. So thank you. And yeah, I'll wait a couple of seconds because I know that the live is just a little bit behind if anybody wants to reply. And then I'll go. Okay, bye.